What's up, guys? This next drill is going to be a little bit more advanced. We're going to start with your basic invert. We're rolling sideways, getting up on our head and toes. And then we're going to use the concept of the invert to go from different positions to that inverted guard position. All right. So we're going to start very simple, seated. Okay. We've done our inverts going backwards, over the shoulders, here, coming back. Now we're just going to roll sideways. Okay. Now the most important part of this is making sure that I keep my head forward. Okay. If I start to go backwards before I go sideways, we're going to end up rolling across your face. All right. So I want to make sure that I'm staying forward. When I fall to the side, a couple different things we can do with my arms. I can dive it under my knee. I can dive it behind my back, or I can hold the back of my knees here so my legs can move, but my hands are staying in relative close distance to my legs. Okay, I don't want my arms flailing out because I'm going to need to use these sometimes to help support me. Okay, so when I fall to my shoulder, okay, I'm going to tuck this elbow in tight, head forward, I fall shoulder to the ground. Okay, once the shoulder hits the ground, again, head forward, my shoulder hits the ground, I'm going to turn my head to look up to the sky. Okay, fall shoulder down, head looks to the sky. This foot now is going to step, big step over all the way to the mat. My elbow that's underneath me is going to elevate my hips. Here, I drive up off that elbow, touch. Now, just like our invert drill before, as I drive up, I'm over one shoulder, I turn my head, my legs follow, my right elbow catches me, right elbow collapses, and I come back up. Again, still leaning forward. Maybe we go back the other side, elbow tucks in, head forward, shoulder down, I look up. Both my legs are over one shoulder, my elbow helps prop my hips, rotate my head and my toes, elbow catches me so I don't fall out of control, lower the hips, elbow drives me back up. Okay, if we can do this nice and slow, it's going to be a lot easier to do a little bit faster. Okay, it makes it a lot smoother. You understand where your support is, where your balance points are, and where you specifically have trouble with your flexibility. Okay, so those are the spots we want to work through nice and slow. We don't want to go through them fast and get hurt. Nice and slow, down, look up, elbow props me up, toes around, elbow catches me, and we sit back up. The more comfortable you get, the faster we can go. All right, once we get comfortable there, we're going to start working on a drill where we can invert while we're on our back. All right, very, very similar. From here to this spot, I want to get here from flat on my back. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is lift your hips up. Once my hips are up, I'm going to treat this just like I would shrimp. Okay, my right foot's going to drive into the ground and push my hips back. As I push them back, they have to elevate. Okay, what's going to help me invert now is bringing my head close to my feet. Just like we did sitting up, I need to lean forward. So as I shrimp, my head comes close to my feet. Now I step over the top. Elbow is still helping me prop up. Step, rotate. Now from here, I'm going to make sure that I keep my hips off the ground. I rotate back through, back flat to my guard. Okay, we can play here. Hips up, shrimp, head under, step over. Okay, this is the most important part. Once I step over, my head can go between my legs. Under, rotate the legs, back flat to your ground. Okay, shrimp, step, rotate, back to the ground. All right, so that's our invert from flat on our back. One great movement drill I like to do is from my stomach. Okay, belly down. Inverting from belly down takes a lot of core strength. All right, especially if you're not good at inverts in general. It's gonna be difficult to get to this. Okay, so this is more of an advanced style invert. All right, it's a great movement drill. From here, all right, I want to use my core to get myself up on my shoulders. I can use my toes to help. Basically what I'm going to do is pull myself up, invert, and back out onto my stomach in the other direction. Okay, pull myself up, in the other direction. Okay, you can use your hands if you need to. The more smooth our surface is, the less you have to use your hands. The ground's kind of rough right now, especially with this tarp. When we're on the mat, you can do this a little bit easier without using hands. All right, just core strength. If you need to use your hands, just use them however you need to accordingly. All right, I'm going to use my hands if I need to, use my toes, hips come up, start rolling over my shoulder. Once I get up here, I just walk around my head to the other shoulder, back flat. Up, other shoulder, back flat. All right, those are some of my favorite invert drills to work on.